Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly forecast for Monday, July 18th through Sunday, July 24th. A very special shout out to my return viewers. Thank you so much for coming back. I would really appreciate it though if you would also subscribe to my channel right now and click on the notification bell and you'll be notified each time I upload something. Okay, there's also links below in the description box. But any kind of interaction that you have with my videos, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, whatever, helps my channel to grow so I can continue to bring you these videos. So I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thanks. Anyway, the aspects for this week are Monday, July 18th, Mercury in Cancer opposes Pluto in Capricorn. On the same day, Venus moves into Cancer. And on Tuesday, July 19th, Mercury moves into Leo. On Wednesday, July 20th, the Sun in Cancer opposes Pluto in Capricorn. And on Friday, July 22nd, the Sun moves into Leo. And on Saturday, July 23rd, Mercury in Leo trines Jupiter in Aries. So, let's get to your forecast. Hey Taurus, how are you? So, for you, okay, on Monday, July 18th, Mercury in Cancer in your third house opposes Pluto, transiting in your ninth house of Capricorn. So, both of these houses, the third and ninth, there are communication and travel houses, right? Third house is local travel, ninth house is like long distance and stuff, whatever. This is a time, though, that I would have to say this is verbal. This could be a regular everyday conversation or an actual phone call, could be a long distance phone call, could be a call regarding a legal matter, which is what the ninth house kind of governs. Third house, though, you know, that's like your everyday life, one of the houses of your everyday life and the people you would encounter, okay, throughout the normal course of your day. This is also siblings and neighbors and cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff like that. So maybe you would be hearing from one of these people, okay? Or it could be a neighbor, just one of those, they're trying to convince you of something. A lot of times this is an actual outright argument because someone is trying to sway your opinion or to get you to think their way or you know, be on their side or back them up in some way or other, okay? They're trying to force you to do something possibly by whatever it is that they're telling you, okay? Could be the truth, who knows, you know, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's worth acting on it, you know? It'll probably be another day or a better day to actually do something like that. A lot of times, though, there's just someone that you deal with maybe even on a daily basis, or just someone that's in your family that you never really see eye to eye on anything. You have different opinions, completely different, you know, political views, religious views, whatever, okay? And so this could be one of those times where if you are even at like a little bit of a gathering or something, a family gathering, where they could bait you in a way for an argument, just to, you know, just for fun. I guess that's their idea of fun. So just keep that in mind, okay, that you could have some kind of communication, conversation, or even travel. You know, if you are traveling, it might not go really well. You know, Pluto rules authority figures, okay? It could be the authorities, or, you know, something is being held up. I mean, it could be the regular, everyday, all these people, like, stuck at the airports and stuff, just all these canceled flights. Could be something like that, but it could be something that, the government, you know, says that you're unable to travel on that day for whatever reason they state. Okay, on Wednesday, July 20th now, okay, the Sun in Cancer in your third house opposes Pluto again in your ninth house of Capricorn. So this is like a 2-day period here where, you know, this is like a continuation of the Monday transit with the Mercury opposition. And this time someone really does This does represent somebody who is actually in a position of authority, possibly. And they are, you know, trying to get you to do something. Again, it could be a legal matter, it could be a media, something with the media, I would have to say. Both of these are internet houses, okay? So if you're on social media, you could even just be, you know, people on there, they just act up, always looking for a fight sometimes. You know what I mean? It depends on what social media platform you're on, okay? So it could be something like that even. Maybe you could be kicked out of a group or something, or just leave one on your own. But it does look like somebody is, you know, trying to convince you of something, trying to get you to change your mind or side with them. Side with them. I wouldn't sign anything. Don't sign anything, especially on that Monday, on the 18th, with Mercury opposing Pluto, okay? On Saturday, July 23rd, Mercury has moved into Leo already, okay? And it trines Jupiter in Aries in your 12th house. So these are really nice transits. To me, Jupiter and Mercury are travel and communication planets. But actually what this is, you know, you have Jupiter in your 12th house of behind the scenes matters and occurrences, you know, just a lot of good opportunities happening behind the scenes for you or in secret. You know, you could even be learning something at this time that, you know, maybe you're going to do in the future. But these two together are very good for business. You know, business matters, making good decisions in regards to business. The Mercury is in your 4th house of your home, your family life, your personal life, your past. You know, there could actually be somebody coming in, though, from your past even. With Jupiter in your 12th house. It's another house of the past. So I would just have to say, though, that maybe you are doing something that helps your home life, the property surrounding it, your family. You could just be doing something that helps secure your family or your home more in some way or other. Okay. Let's see here for Leo. On Monday, July 18th, Mercury in Cancer in your 12th house opposes Pluto, transiting in your 6th house of Capricorn. And on Wednesday, July 20th, the Sun in Cancer in your 12th house opposes Pluto also, okay, also opposes Pluto in your 6th house of Capricorn. Okay, so we've got the Sun and Mercury in your 12th house of secrets, behind the scenes occurrences, behind the scenes actions taken by you or someone else. When Mercury's here, I always call it the great investigator, because a lot of times this is when you start snooping around a little bit, but maybe out of just curiosity, you're trying to find out more about someone or something. But the 6th house, where you have Capricorn, is the workplace. It's the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, your work schedule, all kinds of stuff. So there seems to be something pretty powerful going on there at this time. Okay, Mercury, there's something obviously going on behind the scenes. Okay, or you are actually let in on a secret, possibly, of what is going on there. There's some kind of changes, could be big time changes happening at work. Not everyone knows about it. Maybe you accidentally learned about it, or who knows, you know, who knows, whatever. But this is one of those times where, you know, this Pluto does rule like authority figures, so it could be someone who higher up, that is higher up than you. They could be fired, or they could quit, or they could do something like that is very manipulative. Okay, when it comes to you and your co-workers, or even the work in itself. You know, something could be going on here where usually Mercury opposed Pluto on like that Monday transit is someone trying to convince you to think their way, to change their mind. They could even be mixing truth with opinion, okay? but they're trying to maybe give you some kind of propaganda in regards to the workplace, work period, or someone that you work with. Okay, so this is like one of those, in a way, a vicious rumor kind of thing that starts. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I really wouldn't believe all that I hear on this day. Okay. Let me see. No, yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm going to say about that one for now. Okay. On Saturday, July 23rd, Mercury has already moved into your first house in Leo, and it trines Jupiter right away. Jupiter in Aries in your ninth house, which is very nice. I look at these two planets together, actually separately though even, but they're travel planets. Mercury is local, Jupiter is long distance. So I would have to say that, you know, just having Jupiter in your ninth house, it is the natural ruler of the ninth house, but just having it transit there right now means that, you know, you're maybe getting the urge to travel a little bit. You know, this is usually when people take that dream trip that they've always wanted to do, usually go abroad or something like that, or just some kind of big to-do kind of vacation. You know what I mean? And this could be one of those times. This transit in itself is really good for planning. Okay. Jupiter gives you the big picture, and Mercury takes care of all the details. So you may not know how you're going to do something just yet, but it just starting to look into it now is something that will really, really help. But with Mercury in your first house, it does make you very talkative, really want to reach out and touch a lot of people. So I wouldn't be surprised if you made a lot of phone calls on this day, or some kind of communication, whether it's an email or text message or something like that, or even just direct messaging people online and social media, something or other. But this is like a really nice, pleasant transit. But it does, to me, it looks like a lot of things are happening like at a distance, or with people who are from another country, or it's, you know, it's long distance communications. Okay. So for Sagittarius, on Monday, July 18th, Mercury in Cancer in your 8th house opposes Pluto, transiting in your 2nd house of Capricorn. And on Wednesday, July 20th, the Sun in Cancer in your 8th house opposes Pluto, transiting in your 2nd house of Capricorn. Okay, so these are both the money houses. Okay, your 2nd house is how you earn your money, and your 8th house is other people's resources and money, but it's also shared property and shared debt. Okay, this is a jointly held property, like with a partner or with someone. So this could be one of those times, though, when, first of all, this is also the house of, like, creditors, okay? One of them really looks like they're going to be very, very pushy towards you. You could get some kind of nasty letter in the mail or a phone call or something like that, you know, saying that you have to pay up right this minute, and it could be a scam. It really could be a scam, though, too. I'd be wary of anything that occurred on these days in regards to money and bills, okay, and credit cards. You could get something, you know, even little wee bit of possibility of like your identity theft or something. Someone trying to use your cards or use your accounts. Maybe just to be on the safe side, check your bank accounts and bank statements and credit card statements. Make sure what the balances are, and if those charges are yours. But usually, like I said, this is somebody just really trying to get something off of you, trying to get your money, trying to get your valuables, your possessions. That's what the 2nd house governs. So if you are in the middle of, let's say, like a divorce or something, this is a pretty nasty time for something like that. Negotiations don't go really well, okay? But if you're not, you know, it could just be something, like I said, a creditor or tax collector, somebody like that, that is IRS even. The 8th house is financial institutions of any kind, like tax people, the banks, credit card people, stuff like that. But I will, of course, tell you, because these are oppositions. Oppositions are considered hard aspects, and the only thing a lot of times that ones like these are good for is gambling, okay? Because we've got these two hard aspects in your second and eighth house, the money houses. So I'm going to tell you to play the lottery. You know, in America here, Monday night we've got Powerball, Tuesday night we've got Mega Millions. So I would play both of those. And Wednesday night again is the Powerball. So play the biggest jackpot that you can find. But that is what oppositions are good for, believe it or not. Okay, on Saturday, July 23rd, Mercury in Leo in your 9th house trines Jupiter, transiting in your 5th house of Aries. So very nice trine. Okay, from you're the natural ruler of the 9th house. Okay, when planets are here, you get this desire to possibly travel long distance. This is the house of long distance travel and communications, but it's like traveling to a foreign country possibly. So at this time, if you're not even doing something like that, it's a good time to make plans or reservations for something like that. This could be, because it's a trine to your 5th house of fun, could be something that's just for fun, but it could be romantic, or it could be to be part of some kind of collaboration, creative collaboration, because that's a lot of stuff like that is coming up. In the future here, when Mars will enter Gemini in August and stay there till March of next year, you're going to have it in your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships. So this could be one of the beginning of something like that, where you are dealing with someone who does live at a distance, or are from even like from another country, and you're making plans for some way or other to get, I would say, to get together. Either you're traveling or they're traveling to come and see you. Okay. So for Pisces, on Monday, July 18th, Mercury in Cancer in your 5th house opposes Pluto, transiting in your 11th house of Capricorn. And on Wednesday, July 20th, the Sun in Cancer in your 5th house also opposes Pluto in your 11th house of Capricorn. So, okay, the Sun and Mercury in your 5th house of romance and fun and entertainment, gambling and speculation, games, sports, children, anything to do with children even, but creativity, okay, opposing Pluto in your 11th house are your friends, okay, your friends and acquaintances, any kind of organization that you belong to, where you normally go to hang out, okay. So obviously, you know, having Pluto in your 11th house for as long as it has been here does mean that, you know, the type of friends that you have changed a little bit there. They're a little bit more intense. You may have joined an organization that really benefits mankind in some way or other, or whatever, you know. But you could have at least one friend there that is very pushy, always has to have their way. You always have to do what they want to do as far as the group goes, you know, if you guys go out in a group or whatever, okay. And this is like one of those times, and this could be in regard to romance even. You know, you could have somebody, one of your friends telling you something about, I don't know, someone you're dating or an ex possibly, just trying to get a charge out of you, you know, saying something about, I don't know, whatever. You know, what the Mercury opposed Pluto is someone trying to convince you of something. They're trying to get you to change their mind. They're trying to get you to side with them, influence you in some way or other. But that influence comes along, you know, with the Sun opposed Pluto 2 days later, and they want you to physically do something, okay, you know, take action because of what they've said or what they've told you, or, you know, they want you to do something that you're probably not comfortable with, okay, so don't do it, okay. On Saturday, July 23rd, Mercury in Leo in your 6th house trines Jupiter, transiting in Aries in your second house. So sixth house is your work, the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, the very place where you work. And with Mercury here, and very nice trine to Jupiter in your second house of earned income, how you earn your money, obviously there's something going on at work where you're expanding your pay rate, or you're doing maybe another job on the side or something like that that's bringing in extra income, or is a new source of income. You could be developing even a new source of income with Jupiter there in your second house. It helps you to expand, okay, wherever Jupiter is. So your second house is earned income. So this is looking for another source, or creating something like that, okay? So there's a new moon here on the 28th, so whatever it is that you're doing, I believe it will really begin around that new moon. If you're maybe starting a new job, or you're doing something on the side that brings in more money.